My lords, ladies and peasants, I'm Terry Deary, author of Horrible Histories. I've been researching the Great Fire of London, and I've uncovered some amazing myths about the fire itself. Of course, I wanted to know how the fire spread so quickly and was so devastating. My teacher explained. The houses in London at the time were covered in thatch, so one spark would send the whole building up in flames and very quickly spread. Sorry, sir, not quite true. Back in 1212, there'd been a huge fire, and thatch had been banned in London. The real reason it spread so quickly was in Pudding Lane there were warehouses packed with oil and tar and rope and even brandy. They were an explosive combination. Plus, there was a strong east wind which spread it, and the fire started at night when people were asleep and slow to react. My teacher tried to tell me that the Great Fire of London was actually a good thing. The plague had been raging through London, and the Great Fire put an end to it once and for all. Sorry, sir, not true. The plague was already on the wane, and the plague covered a much wider area than the fire ever did. Another myth. My teacher tried to tell me that the Great Fire wasn't that deadly. Amazingly, fewer than 10 people died as a result of the Great Fire of London. Not true. Oh yes, there were fewer than 10 recorded deaths, but what about the ones who were incinerated and left with no trace? Or the poor people who weren't even recorded as existing in the first place? And then there were those who were left homeless. They were put up in temporary accommodation up in places like Moorfields, where they tried to survive a harsh winter, but many died of cold or hunger or disease. They were the real victims of the Great Fire of London. So there we have it, my amazing myths about the Great Fire of London. You see, sir, you are mostly wrong. That reminds me, I must check if I left the gas on.